Jerry, and I'm an interpreter here at the St. Louis Zoo. As you notice, we have 3 giraffes here, and we have what are called reticulated giraffes. And the word reticulated means net-like. So if you imagine an animal that was a solid brown, tannish color, and you threw a net over it, that's how you would get the patterns that you see with a reticulated giraffe. And there are several subspecies of giraffe, but now recent studies think that maybe they weren't subspecies, but they're actually different species. In any event, we have the reticulated here, and we have had a breeding facility here for them quite some time. Now, right now, we don't have a male, we have 3 females. And the way it works is we belong to what's called the AZA, which is Association of Zoos and Aquariums. And under that umbrella organization, they have what are called SSPs, or Species Survival Plans. And they're made up of committees. People that work at the zoos, different zoos, are on different committees. And what they will do is they'll meet periodically, and they'll decide whether they need to breed that animal or not. And so if they decide to breed it, then they look at all kinds of things that are involved, and including the DNA. And if they decide they do need to breed, then they make a recommendation. They make a suggestion of which animal should breed with which. Now, what's really cool about giraffes is they really don't have any competition when it comes to food sources, because obviously they're the tallest animals on land. And where they eat high in the trees. So they eat acacia trees and other trees like that they have no other competition, because no other animal can reach them. And it's interesting, they have several adaptations that are pretty cool. So the acacia trees, for instance, have long thorns on them. But the giraffes have these long tongues, and it's actually kind of black, purplish in length. The tongue goes out, it wraps around the branch, and strips the branch of leaves and thorns. And once that gets into their mouth, they have extra thick saliva, and that helps cushion down their mouths against the thorns. So they're well adapted for that kind of food source. So as large as giraffes are, they actually have predators. And if you can think of a predator, if you're at home, think about an animal that might be able to take down this large animal. Cheetahs are small, built for speed, they're not going to be their predator. Leopards are by themselves. Think about animals that have groups, that live in groups. So if you thought lions and hyenas, yes, these are the kind of animals that will attack these animals and chase them. Now, what can the giraffes do to survive? So if you answer giraffes can run, that's true. They can run to get away from them. But they also have another weapon. So what they can do is kick. Now let's take a look at the giraffe's leg. Now we actually have the bottom part of the giraffe's foot, and it's a hoofed animal. And so when you look at the hoof, these animals are actually walking on their toes. And so this is not really their ankle. This is actually where the toe meets the foot. And their foot has become part of their leg. So since their foot actually is part of their leg, it's made them taller. And being taller helps you to see a predator coming at you from far away. In fact, they can see a human a mile away. That's how good their eyesight is, but it's so much help because of their height. Now, when those animals approach, they can run. But if they get close, they can actually kick. And they can kick so hard that they have been known to kill a lion. And they know that it killed a lion because the imprint of the hoof was indented in the skull of the lion. Now I'm going to show you how this feels. I'm going to kick the camera and you get an idea how hard they can kick. Are you ready? So to learn more about our giraffes and our conservation efforts, go online to the zoo site and check out our Wild Care Institute and the 17 Wild Care Centers.